Most people think aloe vera is just that spiky plant sitting quietly in a corner, minding its business. But what if I told you that one single aloe plant can quietly replace half the things in your bathroom cabinet, save you money every single month, and still be alive for years without begging for attention? And here's the part nobody tells you. Most people are planting aloe the wrong way, which is why theirs never produces thick, clean gel worth using. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to plant aloe vera in a way that actually gives you real usable gel at home. Not watery leaves, not weak plants, and not wasted effort. Welcome to Garden's Heaven. If you're new here, you're very welcome. This is a calm space for people who love growing useful plants without draining their pockets. And if you're one of our returning family members, welcome back home. You already know we don't just grow plants here, we grow value. Today's video is not about planting aloe vera just to decorate your compound. This is about planting aloe vera with intention, so that every leaf has a purpose, every harvest makes sense, and the plant pays you back quietly over time. Before we continue, take a moment to like this video. It tells YouTube that this kind of practical, low-cost gardening is worth sharing. And if you haven't subscribed to Garden's Heaven yet, this is the perfect time to do that, because every week we break down plants that actually matter for everyday life. Aloe vera is not stubborn. It's just misunderstood. Most plants beg for attention. Aloe does the opposite. The more you disturb it, the more it pulls back. That's why people complain that their aloe looks healthy, but produces thin, bitter gel that's not good for anything. Here's the uncommon truth. Aloe vera is a storage plant. It does not grow for speed. It grows for survival. Every leaf is a savings account. Water, nutrients, healing compounds, all locked inside. So when you plant aloe like a regular vegetable, watering it every other day, or forcing rich soil on it, you're actually confusing the plant. That's why this video is important. We're not just planting aloe, we're setting it up to behave the way it was designed to behave. Let's start with where aloe vera truly wants to live. Forget the idea that aloe needs fancy soil or deep farmland. Aloe prefers modest conditions. It likes soil that drains quickly and breathes easily. When water stays around its roots for too long, aloe shuts down. It stops storing gel. Instead of thick leaves, you get soft, weak growth. This is why aloe does surprisingly well in containers, sacks, broken buckets, old paint bowls, even shallow basins. As long as excess water can escape, aloe is comfortable, and a comfortable aloe is a productive aloe. Now let's talk about sunlight, because this is where many people quietly fail. Aloe vera does not like aggressive sun all day long. It prefers bright light, morning sun, or filtered sunlight. When aloe gets scorched, the leaves thin out and turn bitter. When it gets too little light, the leaves stretch and weaken. The sweet spot is simple. Place your aloe where it can see the sun but not fight it. Next is the planting material itself. This part decides whether your aloe will be a long-term investment or just another plant that looks fine but gives nothing useful. Never rush to plant a freshly cut aloe pup. When you separate a pup from the mother plant, it needs time to rest. Give it at least one full day in the open air. This allows the cut surface to seal naturally. That small pause prevents rot and sets the foundation for strong root development. When planting, resist the urge to bury it deep. Aloe hates being buried. The base should sit lightly on the soil, not swallowed by it. Roots will find their way down on their own. After planting, do not water immediately. This feels wrong to many people, but aloe needs time to settle. Wait 2 to 3 days before the first watering. This single step alone separates thriving aloe plants from struggling ones. Now here's something most guides will not tell you. If you want aloe vera gel that is thick, clear, and soothing, you must allow the plant to feel just a little bit of stress, not suffering, just restraint. Over-pampering kills quality. In the next part of this video, I'll show you how often to water aloe without guessing, how to know when it's actually thirsty, and the silent mistake that causes root rot even in well-drained soil. Stay with me. This is where aloe vera stops being ordinary and starts becoming truly valuable. Remember, this video is not about growing aloe vera just to say you have it. This is about planting aloe vera for home use, so that when you cut a leaf, it actually serves you. Let's talk about watering, because this is where aloe vera either becomes powerful or pointless. Aloe does not follow a calendar. If you water aloe every Monday and Thursday, you are guessing, not gardening. Aloe only wants water when its stored supply is running low, and the plant will always tell you, when aloe is thirsty, the leaves lose their firm feel. They stop standing proud and begin to relax slightly. That is the moment to water, not before, not after. Water deeply, then walk away. Do not sprinkle, do not mist. Let the water reach the roots, then allow the soil to dry completely before the next watering. In most home environments, this means once every 7 to 14 days, sometimes even longer during rainy periods. Now feeding. Aloe vera does not need regular fertilizer. In fact, too much feeding makes the gel watery and weak. If you want aloe for skin, hair, minor burns, or simple home remedies, less feeding gives better results. Once every 2 to 3 months is enough. Use mild organic matter, a small amount of compost, old manure that has fully broken down, or even wood ash mixed lightly into the soil. Aloe appreciates restraint. Now let's talk about spacing, because overcrowding is another silent thief of quality. When aloe pups crowd each other, they compete silently. Leaves become thinner, gel reduces, growth slows. Give each plant breathing space. When pups appear around the base, allow only 2 or 3 to remain. Remove the rest and replant them elsewhere. This is how one aloe plant quietly becomes many, without spending money. Now harvesting. This is where patience pays you. Never harvest young leaves. The outer mature leaves are the ones that carry the richest gel. A good rule is simple. If the leaf is shorter than your forearm, leave it alone. When harvesting, cut cleanly at the base. Do not tear. Do not twist. Aloe remembers damage, and rough harvesting affects future growth. After harvesting, allow the yellow sap to drain out completely before use. This sap is bitter and irritating. What you want is the clear gel inside. Here's the uncommon truth most people miss. The best aloe vera gel comes from plants that are at least 8 months to 1 year old. Younger plants look attractive, but they haven't finished storing what makes aloe truly useful. In the next section, I'll share how to protect aloe from common household problems, pests that attack silently, and the simple signs that tell you your aloe plant is ready to serve you for years. Stay with me. The value is just unfolding. Aloe vera is tough, but even tough plants have quiet enemies. Most of them don't come from outside. They come from how we treat the plant at home. The first problem is excess water that doesn't look like excess water. Rain, soaked soil, trays holding runoff, or pots sitting directly on the ground where moisture creeps up. Aloe roots rot silently. The leaves still look fine until one day the entire plant collapses. Always elevate your containers slightly. Even a small stone under the pot makes a difference. Aloe wants air moving around its roots. Next is pests. Aloe doesn't attract many, but when it does, they come quietly. Mealybugs hide at the base of leaves. Aphids settle in tight spaces. They don't chew leaves, they suck strength. You don't need chemicals. A simple mix of water and mild soap, wiped gently at the affected areas, solves the problem. Neem solution also works well. Keep it light. Aloe doesn't like harsh treatments. Now let's talk about leaf color, because aloe communicates through its leaves. Deep green means balance. Pale or stretched leaves mean not enough light. Brown or reddish tones mean too much sun stress. Soft, transparent leaves mean too much water. When you learn to read these signs, you stop guessing. Aloe becomes predictable. Now pause for a moment. If this video is helping you see aloe vera differently, take a second to like it. It helps Gardens Heaven reach more people who want practical gardening without wasting money. And let me know in the comments, have you ever tried planting aloe vera before, or is this your first time? I read those comments and your experience helps shape future videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing that now. This channel focuses on plants that quietly support everyday life, not just plants that look good in pictures. Now here's something rarely discussed. Aloe vera planted for home use should not be rushed into heavy harvesting. If you constantly cut leaves without allowing recovery time, the plant weakens. Balance is key. Harvest 1 or 2 leaves, then allow weeks for recovery. This rhythm keeps gel quality high and the plant healthy. In the next part, I'll show you how to multiply aloe vera without stress, how to choose the best pups for replanting, and how one plant can quietly supply a household for years. Don't go anywhere. This is where aloe vera becomes self-sustaining. Aloe vera does not announce when it's ready to multiply. It simply does it quietly. One day you notice small shoots appearing around the base. These are not weeds. These are pups, and they are aloe's way of saying it is comfortable and established. But not every pup should be taken. The strongest pups are the ones that already have their own small roots and at least 4 to 5 firm leaves. Tiny pups look tempting, but separating them too early slows everything down. When removing a pup, do it gently. Loosen the soil with your fingers. Do not pull aggressively. Aloe hates violence. If the pup resists, leave it a little longer. Once removed, remember the rule you learned earlier. Let the pup rest in open air for a day before planting. This single habit protects it from rot and gives it a strong start. Now let's talk about longevity. Aloe vera is not a seasonal plant. If treated with respect, one plant can serve you for many years. The key is rotation. Never harvest from the same side repeatedly. Allow the plant to balance itself. Think of aloe like a quiet helper in your home. It doesn't shout. It isn't in demand. But when needed, it shows up. Now here's the real payoff that most people never calculate. A single mature aloe plant can give dozens of usable leaves over its lifetime. Leaves for minor burns, leaves for skincare, leaves for hair, leaves for simple home remedies. This is not about trends. This is about independence. Knowing that something living in your compound can support your household quietly, without monthly spending. And here's the uncommon truth that makes aloe worth planting. Aloe vera teaches patience. The slower it grows, the better it becomes. Rushing it reduces value. Respecting its rhythm increases it. In the final part of this video, I'll tie everything together, share the simple routine that keeps aloe productive year after year, and leave you with one mindset shift that will change how you see small garden plants forever. Stay with me. We're almost there. If you've made it this far, it means this video is already speaking to you. And that tells me you're someone who wants plants that actually serve a purpose, not just fill space. Take a quick second to like this video. It helps Gardens Heaven reach more people who want simple, low-cost gardening that truly works. Drop a comment below and tell me, where do you plan to grow your aloe vera? In a pot, a sack, or directly in the ground? Your answers help others learn from real experiences, not guesses. And if you're not yet subscribed to Gardens Heaven, this is the right moment. We focus on plants that quietly improve everyday life, especially for people who want results without breaking the bank. Now let's move forward, because the final section brings everything together and shows you how to keep aloe vera productive for years, without stress, without waste, and without confusion. Now let's bring everything together. Planting aloe vera for home use is not about doing many things. It's about doing a few things correctly and repeating them calmly. Give it light, not punishment. Water only when the plant asks. Feed lightly and infrequently. Harvest with patience. Allow recovery before taking it again. That's the routine. When you follow this rhythm, aloe becomes predictable. It stops surprising you with weak growth or bitter gel. It settles into its role as a quiet, dependable plant. And here's the mindset shift I promised. Aloe vera is not a decoration. It is a living reserve. Most people walk past their aloe plant every day without realizing it holds stored value. Healing, care, support, all growing slowly in plain sight. When you plant aloe with intention, you're not just growing a plant, you're growing quiet self-reliance. This is why aloe vera is worth the space it takes. It doesn't compete loudly. It doesn't demand much. But when needed, it gives generously. If this video helped you see aloe vera differently, let me know by liking the video. Share it with someone who keeps aloe but doesn't really use it yet. And drop a comment below. Tell me what you plan to use your aloe vera for at home. Skincare, hair, or simple household remedies. I'd love to read your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed to Gardens Heaven, do that now. This channel is for people who want gardens that make sense, gardens that give back, and gardens that grow value over time. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, keep growing wisely, keep spending less, and keep finding heaven in your garden.